back. Sorry about that. The reset isn't working anymore. I got a phone call and that kind of screwed me. I don't know if anybody's going to figure it out. I don't know. I'm just having a day, you know. And I know that that dumb kid will call me again. And now I'm getting text. Hi, Bern. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me or not. I don't know if you can hear me or not. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Oh, you can. Good. That's awesome. Sorry, I had a phone call and it screwed me over. God. At least he's done calling me. I apologize, everybody. My apprentice was running amok and I couldn't get him to stop calling me. Anyway, to answer your question, Baron, I am in Seattle, Washington, in the United States. I am headed southbound, headed towards Bonnie Lake, Washington. I was hoping all of this cloud cover would have burned off by now, but it hasn't. So we're probably not going to get any decent views of Mount Rainier, unfortunately. I was really hoping we'd get a good view of it because it's actually scary how much snow has melted off the mountain. Hi, Lee. Thanks for being in, bud. Lee, Anfield Road Layout and Law. You're in the UK, near Manchester. Cool. I've got a few friends over there, including Lee. I believe he's over in the UK also. I wasn't sure on whether you were actually a Liverpool. That's right. I think you told me that. Sorry, dude. My memory is garbage. I used to be able to, until I turned 55, I could remember a 37-digit model and a 20-digit serial number for 3 days until I got to the supply house to buy the parts. I turned 55 and then I couldn't remember what I had for dinner last night. Yeah, I think Miss Chocolate Chip, Richard Breed is very close to you. I can't remember if he was Liverpool also or if he was. No, he may have been Manchester. Now that I think about it. Anyway, and to be honest, my geography is horrible, so I don't know how close those two places are together. I've never gotten to go to Europe, um, but something I would still like to do. But first, I got to get my foot to heal up, and maybe this time we're on the right track. So we will see. So we had a good live this morning, um, talking about all kinds of stuff. All right. I got to text this kid. I don't know if I'm going to lose you or not, but I'm going to try to text this kid. If I do, I'll try to reset it or I'll restart it. Theoretically, I'm back. I don't know if I actually am, but theoretically, I'm back. Hi, Lisa. Hopefully, you can hear me. Yes, I'm back. Cool. That's actually pretty cool. If I don't have to reset it when that happens, that's amazing. Used to be we had to go through this little procedure to reset these things. Oh, that's cool. I just got a text from Jerry Butler. He was off in his math. And they were saying they weren't going to get home till midnight tonight. They got home at noon today. That's cool. Glad to know they made it home safe. Um, Susan and Jerry Butler are from Butler Family Farm. They did an Alaska cruise, which came and or left and returned from and to Seattle, and we met with them for dinner last night, which was great fun. He's got a monster channel. Uh, he lives on a 160-acre farm, uh, and they do homesteading type stuff. Anyway, that's cool. Glad to know he made it home safe. Um, yeah, we're just doing the normal drive back south on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, I have to go up to the wound clinic for the hole that's in the bottom of my foot, and I usually go live on the way up and on the way back. And this morning we had a good time. We were talking about all the old TV shows and stuff. And yeah, it was great fun. and I'm just driving down the freeways, showing off the area that we live in. It's, I guess the clouds starting to burn off a little bit. It was a lot thicker this morning, but it's certainly not going to end up with that heat advisory that we got hit with on the phone yesterday afternoon or last night. Excuse me. All right, we got to get over a couple of lanes here. Hey, DeMose, thanks for coming in, bud. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. If we don't have to do that little reset move anymore, if it just automatically restarts, that'd be cool. That would be a good thing if it was true. So we'll see. And there's our spot to pop in. Get switched out to this next freeway, and then we can jump in the carpool lane and stick the cruise control on and head southbound on a northbound yak. For those of you that remember the old Dr. Seuss book, one of the greatest authors of all time. Really, dude? Can't just drive. Got to play brake check. All right, now we need to get out of the freeway and get going. Truck is scheduled to go in tomorrow to get that exhaust leak fixed, which will be nice because it won't be making that rumbling noise while you guys are trying to listen, which would help. Most of the time it's not too bad except when I really have to accelerate. At least I don't think it is. I'm assuming you guys can still hear me out, or I could be babbling to myself, which could be happening. I do that all the time whether I'm on a live or not. Yeah, it looks like they've got it all set up to open the new carpool lane. I don't know why they haven't. Don't make no sense. Anyway, we're coming out the south end of Renton, Washington right now, headed towards Kent. Kent is Sibby's in her last 3 days at the jail in Kent. Training the gal that's taking over for her. And then she'll have Friday, Saturday, and hey, Rudy, thanks for coming in, buddy. I haven't seen you in here before. Thank you. By all means, thank you for coming in. Um, yeah, she'll have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, and then Monday started her new job, which I think she'll enjoy. We'll miss out on a lot of the goofy stories, but we'll have a whole bunch of different goofy stories. The last time she worked at a retirement home, she came home with a lot of goofy stories too. And those of us who are in the know, Banana Gate will always be there. Yeah, I guess it's getting a little warmer, but certainly not as warm as it used to be. But we'll see. Yes, Mama Opia, I am headed home now. Doctor's appointment went good. They decided to start again, and they think it's going to work this time. So that's exciting news. We'll see what it looks like next week, and if it's actually capable. We tried it back in maybe in the fourth month, uh, maybe the fifth month. Probably would have been November, December of 2023. But there was so much training still going on that it kept floating it out of position. And now it's the only drainage I get is from the trimming he does on Tuesday, and then it pretty much stops raining. When I do the bandage change on Wednesday, that's the end of the drainage. So yeah, so maybe this time it will actually work. That is really cool. Hi Nora, thanks for coming in, sweetheart. So we'll see what she says next week, and hopefully it will all be good news. Hey Jerry, glad you made it home okay. I saw the text, but I was already live, so I couldn't text you back. Yeah, we were talking about you guys in your long travel day this morning. Yeah, I bet you're glad to be home. Um, so I'm glad you made it home safe. That's what matters. Glad you had a good time. It was awful nice to see you both last night. We had a good time. Yeah, I suspect you guys are about ready for a nap once you figure out that the farm stayed together. Oh, you got work ears on? All right, kid. At least you're here, and I appreciate that. And I know you can't hear me to say that, but good place for a speed trap. Yeah, Jerry and Susan got their 100,000 YouTube play button. Oh well, God, that's good news. Whole week without needing the hay. Yeah, that's always good news. If you can feed them on what's on the ground, that's great. I was raised on the farm, and I had an ex-girlfriend whose father raised. He was a stickler, American bison, but if we all call him buffalo. And I've run cattle through chutes for years. Running buffalo through chutes is a whole nother, yeah, bag of worms. Yeah, that's the only problem. It's keeping them fed through the cold times. Baby goat named. Yeah, I'm on my way back home from my every Tuesday. I got to go up to wound care, so I go live on the way up and then on the way back down. And it's nothing big, but it was fun. It's always fun. Funny part is I talk to myself all the time driving anyway, so it's just now I got somebody else to listen to me. It was awesome. We really enjoyed it. Thank you for meeting with us. That was fun. Good food, good friends, good stories. It was a blast. I'm gonna try, sir. Thank you. Go get some rest. You've had a long night of travel. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it too. Yeah, we actually went live on the way home last night with both of us in the car and talked about it all the way home. We had a few people in the chat that were very interested. Yeah, I was hoping we'd have the clear sun today after that high heat warning I got last night while we were at dinner, so we could get a decent view of the mountain. It's really kind of blown my mind how much snow is missing. Yeah, I'm sure you've got tons and tons and tons of editing to do. I know we talked about this last night, but I've edited stuff for Sibby, and she always ends up re-editing it. So I finally gave up. That's why she does them now. I produce the live shows, but she's she she prefers her twists and tucks on the edit. So I can do some of the short clips because of that program I told you about, and I'll send you that this afternoon. It's called Opus Clips. If those of you are out there that are interested in it. Wow. Well, how about that? Hi, honey. Speaking of the devil, there she is. You abandoned your replacement? Yeah, it's just kind of a gray. It's not too warm. It's definitely getting warmer, but why are you frustrated? You're bailing. She'll have to figure it out. I mean, bottom line is she'll have to figure it out. Well, I know Katie can't hear us, but you know she's tried that, Katie. Hey, Fever, welcome in, bud. Thanks for coming back. She doesn't know her password, so you guys can't get anything done anyway. Oh my God. So really, there's no point in you being there. She, that makes it fun. Well, she'll have to get that figured out by Friday for inventory. Not to mention for the big shipment tomorrow or Thursday, whenever it shows up. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Thursday. I have to admit, with the cloudier weather, I can read the chat better coming back south. Usually, with the sun ahead of us, I can't read it very well. And my phone mount just holds it perfectly so I can see it without really taking my eyes off the road. Bump overlay here. I was about to ask how your thumb was doing. Yeah, for those that don't know, she was brutally attacked by the food processor blade yesterday. It leaped out of the sink and sliced her thumb open. All right, off of 167 and on to 410. Road work next. There's no road work going on down here. I wonder what's coming. Why would they put that up? Traffic fines double in work zones. They must be going to do something down here on 410. Oh no, you slammed it in the rear door? Oh yeah, fair starts this weekend too. Oh, that's great. This will be great. That doesn't help, Katie. Yeah, I don't know what's going on because they've been putting up orange construction signs. What the hell's that one say? And road work. All right. So it's only going to happen right by the Traffic Avenue exit. They're not doing anything, but I don't know what they're going to do. They're all done with the railroad stuff going over the top. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure we'll find out. Must be a moderately long project for them to be putting up all those signs. Eventually, I got to figure out what all these new little buttons that they added to the right side of things. That's microphone. That's camera. I don't know what the little. Thanks, Gary. Am I keeping you busy? Keeping you amused while you're editing? Yeah, when I get home, buddy, I will send you the link for Opus Clip. All right, up Eli Hill. Coming up on the right-hand side, the big building you're going to see used to be Burgers International. You can go in there and get a koala burger if you wanted it. Phenomenal view, though. Now the upper half is some sort of a construction company, and downstairs is the bar. Thanks for your support. Yep. Yeah, that one. The problem with that one is you can only come north out of that parking lot. I mean, even on a Monday night football, the parking lot it's busy, but it's not packed like it should be or like it was before they decided it was too dangerous to have people trying to turn downhill. Um, that's the biggest problem with that place. 2 a.m. drunk people driving down the hill, and then drunk people coming out of that place. Thanks, dude. Yeah, most of my work I do off of my phone. I've also got an iPad that I use now and then, and I have a laptop too, but I don't fire that up very often. I just don't need to. And the truck's going in the morning. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what does that do? Oh, that adds a whole bunch of other crap. Yeah, if you're going live from your phone, you've got a little strip down the right hand side that gives you a whole bunch of options to do things. And I have no idea what most of them are. Or do. One of these days, I'll go do a private live and watch it on my other on the iPad or something and see what these things do. Are you manifesting, Katie? All right. I haven't heard from the pharmacy, so I guess my prescription isn't ready. So I don't need to stop there. I just got to stop at Safeway. Oh boy. And I don't know why I'm hanging out in this lane. I don't normally drive in this lane. Yeah, kids are back in school. School buses are back taking over the roads. What the heck is going on up there? That looks like they got the road closed. He wouldn't do it. Good try though. This is where downtown Bonnie Lake starts. You've got Walmart on the right, Target on the left, and is that? That's like Ross Dress for Less and Petco and oh Applebee's. I was going to say Arby's, but that's Applebee's. We don't have an Arby's. Um, you're coming right back? I don't think so. Arby's has a they'll do an emergency Reuben sandwich. Otherwise, I'm not real fond of Arby's. Hey, Kevin, thanks for coming in, bud. Well, yeah, you're leaving. That means they're going to get worse food. Therefore, the prisoners are going to be cranky. I don't know. I get this noise fixed. I'm going to have to keep looking at the tachometer and see if my truck is actually running. There you go, Katie. That's a good idea. Keep moving up the food chain. East Coast. That'd make it 4 o'clock where you are. It's 4 o'clock where you are, Kevin. That's where I'm thinking. Now you want to go back to work? Stay retired. Enjoy yourself. Hey, good customer service people aren't easy to find. It's almost 3 Eastern time. Yeah, I guess it is. Now that I think about it, I was thinking. I was thinking Niagara Falls was further east, so like maybe Maine type east. But yeah, you always need more money to play with. Everybody needs more money to play with. Did somebody hit Powerball last night? I haven't looked, so I don't know. Now the notice comes in. Now that I'm past the pharmacy figures. However, the puppies and I have to go on a smoke run later, so we'll grab a grab. Yeah, he's planning a big party. All right, guys, we're coming into the Safeway parking lot. When I get up to the handicap parking, I know my phone signal is going to go away, so I'm going to have to say goodbye. I appreciate you all for showing up. This was really fun, and we will do it all again very soon. Well, at least next Tuesday, anyway. Maybe before then. Who knows? Maybe we'll go for a short drive after I get the truck back when it's running properly. Well, it runs fine when it sounds proper. Anyway, I'm going to lose signal, so have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. Love y'all. Bye.